Welcome to an in-depth exploration of one of history's most enduring empires, the Ottoman Empire. Spanning over 600 years, the Ottoman Empire was a force that shaped the cultural, political, and religious landscapes of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. In this video, we will trace its origins, examine its rise to power, explore the lives of its key figures, and uncover the causes of its decline. We'll also delve into the involvement of the British and Arabs in its downfall and discuss the legacy of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. The story of the Ottoman Empire begins in the rugged region of Anatolia in the late 13th century. During this time, Anatolia was a patchwork of small Turkish principalities known as beyliks, remnants of the once powerful Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. One such principality was led by a warrior, Osman I, the founder of the Ottoman dynasty. Born around 1258, Osman was the son of Gazi, a leader who had served the Seljuks. Upon his father's death, Osman inherited the leadership of his tribe and began a campaign of expansion against the Byzantine Empire, taking advantage of its internal strife. Osman's early successes in battle laid the foundation for the Ottoman state. His capture of the Byzantine city of Bursa in 1326 marked the first significant Ottoman stronghold, establishing Bursa as the empire's first capital. Osman's successors, including his son Orhan, continued the expansion, consolidating control over much of northwest Anatolia and the Balkans. Under Orhan Gazi, the Ottomans continued their expansion into the Balkans, crossing into Europe for the first time in the mid-14th century. The capture of Gallipoli in 1350 provided a strategic foothold, allowing the Ottomans to launch further campaigns into European territory. Orhan's son, Murad I, further expanded the empire by capturing Adrianople, modern-day Aden, which became the new Ottoman capital. This period marked the transformation of the Ottomans from a regional power into a formidable empire. One of the most significant battles during this time was the Battle of Kosovo in 1389, where Murad I faced a coalition of Serbian and Balkan forces. Although Murad was killed during the battle, the Ottomans emerged victorious, solidifying their dominance in the Balkans and paving the way for further expansions under future sultans. The Ottoman Empire reached a turning point in 1453 when Sultan Mehmed II, known as Mehmed the Conqueror, captured Constantinople. This historic event marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and established Istanbul as the capital of the Ottoman Empire. Mehmed's conquest of Constantinople was not only a military victory, but also a symbolic one, solidifying the Ottomans' role as a dominant power in both Europe and Asia. Following the conquest, Mehmed II expanded the empire into the Balkans, Anatolia, and the Eastern Mediterranean. He also focused on transforming Istanbul into a vibrant cultural and commercial hub, commissioning architectural masterpieces like the Topkapi Palace and the Grand Bazaar. Mehmed's reign set the stage for the empire's golden age, which would reach its zenith under Suleiman the Magnificent. The Ottoman Empire reached its zenith under the reign of Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century. Suleiman's rule was marked by significant military conquests, legal reforms, and cultural achievements. His empire stretched from Central Europe to the Arabian Peninsula, and from the shores of North Africa to the Caucasus. Suleiman was not only a military leader, but also a patron of the arts, and his reign saw the flourishing of Ottoman architecture, literature, and law. In 1517, Suleiman's predecessor, Sultan Selim I, had conquered the Mamluk Sultanate, bringing the holy cities of Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem under Ottoman control. With this conquest, Selim I assumed the title of Caliph, making the Ottoman sultans the spiritual leaders of the Muslim world. This new role added a religious dimension to their political power, further unifying the diverse peoples of the empire under a common religious authority. The Ottoman Empire was also shaped by the influence of the women in the sultan's lives, particularly those in the imperial harem. Contrary to popular belief, the harem was not merely a place of leisure, but a center of political power. The valid sultan, or the sultan's mother, often held significant influence over the empire's affairs. One of the most notable figures was Hürrem Sultan, the wife of Suleiman the Magnificent. Originally a slave, Hürrem rose to become one of the most powerful women in the empire, influencing state decisions, diplomatic relations, and even the succession of the throne. Through their relationships with the sultans, the women of the harem played crucial roles in the continuation of the dynasty and the governance of the empire. Their influence extended beyond the palace walls, affecting the empire's politics, culture, and society. By the late 17th century, the Ottoman Empire began to face challenges that would lead to its gradual decline. A series of military defeats, such as the failed siege of Vienna in 1683, marked the beginning of the empire's retreat from Europe. The Treaty of Karlowitz in 1699 forced the Ottomans to cede significant territories, signaling a shift in the balance of power in Europe. Internally, the empire was plagued by corruption, economic difficulties, and inefficiencies in governance. The Janissaries, once an elite military force, became corrupt and resistant to reform, further weakening the empire's ability to defend its territories. Additionally, nationalist movements within the empire's diverse population began to erode Ottoman control over its provinces. The final blow to the Ottoman Empire came during World War I. The Ottomans, allied with the Central Powers, found themselves on the losing side of the war. In the Arabian Peninsula, the British supported the Arab revolt, led by Sharif Hussein of Mecca. The British, seeking to weaken Ottoman control in the region, promised the Arabs independence in exchange for their rebellion against the Ottomans. This revolt, along with military defeats on other fronts, significantly weakened the empire. In 1918, the Ottomans signed the Armistice of Mudros, effectively ending their involvement in World War I. The subsequent Treaty of Svers in 1920 attempted to dismantle the Ottoman Empire, dividing its territories among the victorious Allied powers. The treaty sparked outrage in Turkey, leading to the rise of a nationalist movement that rejected the terms of the treaty. Amid the chaos, a new leader emerged, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. A former Ottoman officer, Ataturk led the Turkish War of Independence against occupying forces and the remnants of the Ottoman government. His leadership resulted in the abolition of the Sultanate in 1922 and the establishment of the Republic of Turkey in 1923. Ataturk's vision for Turkey was one of modernization and secularism. He implemented sweeping reforms in education, law, and government, transforming Turkey into a modern nation-state. Ataturk's legacy continues to shape Turkey today, and his impact can be seen in the nation's commitment to secularism, westernization, and national sovereignty. In 1924, Ataturk also abolished the caliphate, a significant move that ended the religious leadership all the Ottoman sultans had held for centuries. This decision marked the definitive end of the Ottoman era and the beginning of a new chapter in Turkish history. Thank you for exploring the history of the Ottoman Empire with us. From its humble beginnings to its transformation into modern Turkey, the legacy of the Ottomans remains influential. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into history's greatest empires.